Max Walker has bowled magnificently this morning, and that was one of the best in-swingers I think I've ever seen. So it's Alan Knott now.
And Alan Knott quickly off the mark, single pushed through the gap on the onside.
And that's the chance. It looks as though it's taken by Marsh. A really beautiful catch there by the keeper. Thin outside edge. And Fletcher's the man to go.
Lilly now bowling with the southwesterly breeze. Lilly perhaps has not swung the ball very much in this particular game. He's made it go off the seam, but he'll be bowling across hole towards the slips.
And he's happy to go. Off like a shot, Chris Hole. First ball, lifter, a little touch, caught behind. No problem at all for Dennis Lilly.
And he peeled the leg before. He's out. Lilly 5 for 25. Not leg before to Lilly for 15. 9 for 86. And a chance, he's out. It's all over. Marsh again, a brilliant catch. Marsh has taken 4 catches. England all out 95. Lever caught Marsh bowled Lilly for 11. Lilly 6 for 26. One of the greatest performances of his career.
And they're sending Marsh in as the hero. Look at that. Lilly standing back and letting Marsh go in.
And Rod Marsh has broken Wally Grout's keeping record with his 188th dismissal.
Well, we've seen 2 remarkable collapses in the first 2 days of this Centenary Test match. Tom, no doubt at some time in your career you've seen a collapse of this nature.
Oh, I think I took part in a very good one on this ground, actually. Davo took 3 wickets and an over in 58. I was the 3rd one, first ball.
How did you go out?
LBW, not playing a shot.
Any recriminations about that since then?
I tell you what, it was plumb out. I know that.
Well, there you see the 2 famous cricketers of yesteryear, Harold Lowett and Bill Vose, accompanied by the chairman of the Australian Cricket Board, Mr. Bob Parrish, who's just applauding the 2 former great fast bowlers as they go out onto the centre wicket. Bill Vose, just taking his coat off, is about to bowl the over, I think. And just recalling to you the fact that these were the 2 great bowlers who helped win the 1932-33 series for England out here in Australia.
The best bowler I played against was Ray Vendrell. You know, he was a master at everything. Absolutely superb performer, and you know, he didn't seem to have too much trouble getting me out.
The best bowler of his type in any country, not just Anglo-Indian, Australia, was Alec Bedser. Alec was a perfect medium power. I didn't see Morris Tate, but apparently he was something similar. But Alec was always at the stumps, at you. You had to play almost every ball he bowled at you, and he was so good. Well, his record speaks for itself, actually, and I thought he was the best bowler I faced against England.
Arthur Morris, some people had it that you were Alec Bedser's bunny. Do you subscribe to that?
Well, it certainly appeared that way, didn't it, Bill, as time went on. But the thing is, I suppose, in international cricket or in first-class cricket, I probably batted more against Alec than anybody else. It's interesting that I think I was perhaps... Alec took my wicket about 18 times, but he also took the fellow I opened with each time, took them 21 times, so I think I was probably in front.
The start of Australia's second innings, and it's O'Keefe opening with Davis in place of the injured McCosker. Lever to Davis. 1 run to Davis and 1 run to Australia. O'Keefe, who batted at number 9 in the first innings, playing here for the first time as an opener. And run straight away. That's in the air, it's going out towards the boundary. Amos is there, he's going to be very close, but it's into the fence for 4. But that's a hook shot again. O'Keefe facing Old. The chance, and he's caught by Willis, caught brilliantly. O'Keefe out for 14, Australia 1 for 35. Greg Chappell coming in at number 3. Old to bowl to Chappell. And he's bowled, clean bowled. Chappell out for 2, Australia 2 for 40. Cozier to face Old. Lever bowling to Cozier. It's straight up in the air, not getting underneath it. That must be a catch, and Cozier's out for the second time off the hook shot. Australia 3 for 53. Lever to Walters. And that's through the covers. It's racing out towards the boundary, and Walters opens his scoring with a boundary shot. Rolling to Walters. A chance, and he's dropped by Willis. Dropped. Walters at 16. Old to Davis. Down to the backward square leg area. There's no fieldsman there, and into the fence it goes for 4, and 3 for 104 at the end of the day. Australia 147 in front.
Well, yesterday was certainly a fantastic day for England, and today it was just all Australia.
Unbelievable, Richie, I must admit. In my wildest dreams, I didn't expect us to bowl them out for 95. It was a great performance. There's been some great bowling and some tremendous fielding, and I think that's been the main thing in the game, apart from perhaps the extra atmosphere or pressure. There seems to be the batsmen on both sides have probably been a little bit tentative, and there's been some terrific bowling to top it off.
The third morning, Willis to bowl to Davis. Well, that's a beautiful shot. It's through the field. It's racing down towards the boundary. It could be 4 for Davis's 50, the first half century in the game. Lever to Davis. It's on the way again. Yes, it's beaten the field, and down to the boundary it goes for 4 more. Davis this time facing up to Greg. It's a chance, and caught by Knott. Davis is out for 68. Australia 4 for 132. Greg to Hooks. And just falling short of the fieldsman. Walters facing Greg. And that's coming down very fine to the fine leg boundary. There's no one near a fieldsman, a long way away from that, into the fence for 4. Old to Walters. And that's through the covers. This could be his 50. No chance of the fieldsman getting that. 50 to Doug Walters. Greg to Hooks. And that's a good-looking shot. Straight down the ground, and a long chase for the fieldsman. That could be 4 as the ball rolls slowly into the fence. 4 to Hooks. Old bowling. Straight down the ground, just missing the stumps, and down it comes towards the sideboard. And it's 4 more to Walters. Hooks facing Lever. And 4th, the last ball before lunch to make the score 4 for 186. Australia 229 in front. But here's Greg to Walters. A chance, and he's caught one-handed by Knott. A great catch. Walters 66, 5 for 187. And here's the replay. Remember that Walters was dropped at 16, and those extra 50 could have a big bearing on the ultimate result. Nice one-handed catch. Underwood to Marsh. And that's almost bowled him. Let's watch this from side on, how close this goes to the stumps. Look at that. Now Greg is bowling to hook spinners around the wicket. And down the ground it goes. That's a great shot. That's almost a 6. Over the fence or hitting the fence on the first bounce. That was almost a 6 through extra cover. Hooks is 40, 5 for 227.
Hooks is certainly not frightened to hit the ball.
And he's got that round towards fine leg, a chase round for Underwood. And it's going to be close. Underwood will get to it. No, he won't. 4 more. Hooks is 44. And away it goes again. Beautiful shot. 3 in a row. And the young man on his first test is 48. 5 for 235.
Well, certainly if Hooks gets a 50 in this, his first test, it will be a notable milestone for him. Not only 50 in his first test, but a 50 in the Centenary test.
And away it goes for his, could be his 50, out towards the boundary, a beautiful shot. 4 in a row. 4 fours off England's captain, 52 to David Hooks, a brilliant performance. A standing ovation right round this huge ground. And through again. It's racing out towards the boundary. It might get there. Let's see what happens. It's very close indeed, and the ball will win 5 in a row. Hooks from 36 to 56 in 5 balls. Australia 5 for 243. Well, that ends the sequence. He's out caught, yes, caught brilliantly at short leg by Fletcher. That was a wonderful catch. Hooks caught. Fletcher bowled Underwood for 56. A very fine effort.
And the crowd giving him a magnificent ovation now as this young fellow departs the scene. What a superb innings. I'm sure we've seen a champion of the future.
Underwood to Marsh. And that's beaten the field. It's racing out towards the boundary, 3 point. 4 to Rod Marsh. And that's the other side of the ground. Away it goes to the mid-wicket area. There's a fieldsman there, but he won't reach it. Into the fence for 4. Leave it to Gilmore, and he's bowled. Bowled at 16. Australia 7 for 279. All to Lilly. And that's a catch to Amos. Yes, Amos has taken it. Lilly's out, and it's 8 for 353. And here's McCosker swathed in bandages with March approaching his century. Leave it to McCosker. And he's hooked the short ball. It's coming down to the boundary, and that will make it 8 for 387. It stumps on the 3rd day. So Marsh is 99. And that could be it. This is off the pad. They've gone through for 1. Let's see what happens. The umpire is indicating that's his 100. Rod Marsh has made history in cricket. The first Australian keeper, the only player so far in the Centenary Test, and that's 2 records he's broken in this very match. A wicket-keeping record for Australia, and now a batting record for Australia. The first man in history, an Australian keeper, to get a century in a Test, and he's done it in the Centenary. Chappell has declared it 9 for 419, leaving England 463 to win. Frank Tyson and Bill Lorry.
What about Hooks? I'm interested to hear what you think about Hooks, because he seems to be an intriguing sort of player, hitting the ball on the up and timing it beautifully.
Well, he's so much like Graham Pike, it doesn't matter. He's only a young lad playing his first Test match, but he doesn't move his feet all that well, but his head's always over the ball, and this is vital for a young player. He plays very straight. He was under tremendous pressure today. I thought he handled the situation very well. He was nervous to start with. He settled down and he drove. And for a young player to come in your first Test match and drive the ball in the air to the outfield,